Las Vegas, Nevada.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And this carries into the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the final pick of the first round in 2018 out of Louisville. It's Lamar Jackson.
Allow me a second here to gush because in his college career, the only player in NCAA history to rush for over 1,500 yards and pass for over 3,500 yards in a season, and he did it twice.
That's pretty good.
That's really good. Yet he only won the Heisman Trophy once.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Number 1, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll go up top here for him. It's caught inside the 25. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
42 yards.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. brings up second down.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Dancing to his left. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know what's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
Raiders, nothing.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 12 carries, 61 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. They're going to look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And able to get this out to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
On the stop. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28.
Now here's a throw. It's complete.
Traquan Smith. That's good for a Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Travis Kelce.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards, the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Right back to him on 1st down. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle to Smith. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Chargers' 28-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers' 19-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 at the 19. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
10. Raiders 0.
second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are back within a score. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
7 yards, the pickup there.
It's a gain of 7.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's into the clear. The 20, 10, and that's a touchdown. But hold on, there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And he will find his man on the outside. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Now a carry here for their fullback. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, he tried to bounce it outside, but that's obviously not his game. He's too much of a straight-line runner.
Yeah, him in the outer 3rd of the field, not a recipe for success. That time a loss. The Raiders on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Vegas.
And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Lambo to add on the extra point. Makes it 14-10. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Now Jackson on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped to the backfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Well, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. They go play action now. Jackson. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. Now a handoff looking right. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
2nd and 11 at the 41. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. 7 yards on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches.
His kick is good. Makes the score Raiders 14, Chargers 13.
Yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
9 at the 24-yard line.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
A big loss.
And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now.
Or
very
lights
quickly.
out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. A give to the fullback on the dive. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. He's doing his job, but the bottom line, they're losing. They've got a deficit to make up here, and he knows it.
And quarterbacks who last in this league learn that lesson really early. You may have had a great stat line and felt pretty good about how you played. If your team didn't win, it almost doesn't matter. And right now he's adopted that attitude. How do I get better? How does my team get better? How do we find a way to win the game?
He's hoping to lead his team to a successful drive. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 3rd down, Jackson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Well, throw now on the final play. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, where it was the visiting Jets who were able to get the road victory. 31-13 was the final. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Houston Texans. The Jags with 2 straight wins to start the season as they get the win at home there. And lastly, we'll wrap up the week on Monday Night Football. Definitely one to tune in for, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. And let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And he'll give it here to his running back. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun. Jackson out quickly to Judy. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Third and 2. Here's Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
The pickup there, 5 yards.
First down.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Tackle made.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A pickup of 2 yards.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
At the 13-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And shedding through the tackle. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Jackson. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
That's his 3rd field goal now with the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back and forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 9.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw here. They'll find Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy
and a Raider first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And nearly picked off there. And it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. He will push his way down to about the 14. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's complete right around the 8. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks.
Josh Lambo on for the field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
And Lambo will put this one through. And with that, they move ahead by a point here in this 3rd quarter.
Chargers 16.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
23-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jackson now. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And the ball is knocked out. And the Raiders pick it up. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a foul. And picked up by the Chargers. These guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Recovered by the Chargers.
A
lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They go play action with Jackson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down.
They certainly have the right read on that one. The weak spot in a cover 2 defense, right down the middle because it really stresses the safeties. And they're going to be a little bit frustrated they weren't able to connect on that one.
A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And to give this time to the tailback. And a short gain down to about the 33. He's brought down that time by a couple of Raiders.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Jackson on 3rd down. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a 1st down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
From the gun, Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
And now here come the Raiders. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
But no takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and a mile. He'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. Coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Lane. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
L.A. readies for its next possession.
They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And again this time to the tailback. And he will find his way forward to about the 23-yard line. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Well, he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. DK Metcalf there to make the grab. And the Raiders have retaken the lead.
They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a one-point game. The touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Rams ready to go on offense. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson, incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. But it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Not much there, only a yard.
And 9 at the 12-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now they try the right side here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. The Raiders on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Vegas. possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers ready to take over. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down.
Incomplete.
Jackson from the shotgun. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 10.
To throw again. Jackson. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
It's third down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Here's Johnny Hekker now. He's been terrific so far. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
He was
operating from the 27 now. Here's second and 3.
7-yard pickup. Brings up
now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on first and 10. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it second down.
35-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
As he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. The Raiders on third down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is third and 8. And it's complete to Kelsey. He's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say on third down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first. So from Charger territory now, here's a first and 10 right at the 40. Back to throw.
Smith. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Nine-yard line, 2nd and 6.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Gain of 4 makes it 3rd and 2.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
Still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. In just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Looking man, that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. They did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The coverage that time was unbelievable the whole way around. I mean, you've got a quarterback just standing back there in the pocket. He had all night to survey the field, and he still couldn't find anybody. And when he finally did throw it, he threw it to the other team.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Back to throw here. Oh, no, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
The previous play is under review.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
No, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
Brett Kern in punt formation.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen, because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
So Lamar Jackson in the offense, down by 8, just over 1:40 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Steps away to his left. And he goes out right around the 39. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
A 3-yard pickup.
Back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
He's back to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Jackson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
And 5 yards to go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14.
Intercepted.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you it's not very good.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. A lot
of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not in a preview. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Las Vegas, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.